Okay, it's 8:34 and today's Friday. I'm going to show you what I eat in a day. So I'm doing intermittent fasting, so I try to wait 12 or 13 hours from my meal last night before I drink anything in the morning. So I've just had some water and now it's time for me to have my coffee. So this is coffee with 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream and a very, very tiny bit of this artificial sweetener. Actually, I use like about 1/4 of a teaspoon. So sometimes I don't use any sweetener at all when I'm trying to do like just a pure fat fast. But just on normal days, I go ahead and add just a tiny bit of sweetener. And then after I drink my coffee, then I start in on my vitamins. I always take a fish oil. So this Nordic Naturals is a very, very good brand of fish oil. They have different products. This particular one I don't like as much because it smells like fish oil and tastes like fish oil. I think that's why it was on sale. This was on sale. But yeah, Nordic Naturals is a very good brand of fish oil. I have my calcium and vitamin D. I like the Petites. And then I also take extra vitamin D because I have a history of very low vitamin D, even though I live in Arizona, but it's probably because of the color of my skin. And then I do still take some biotin. So I'm going to sip on this coffee and then I will get back to you guys when I'm ready to eat my breakfast. Okay, so it's 10:53 and I'm about to eat my breakfast because I'm really hungry. Yesterday, I usually try to wait a little bit longer before I eat my breakfast because I try to wait like 16 hours because of intermittent fasting. I wait 16 hours, but I don't do it if I'm really hungry. So this is a blondie from Goodies. So I'm just having a blondie and a sausage. And with intermittent fasting, really the point is to limit the number of hours a day that you're eating and to try to condense all of your meals into a small eating window. So I still try to eat the same amount of food, I'm just doing it in a shorter period of time. So instead of eating like all day long, you're eating your same meals, but you eat it in a condensed window. So this is a kind of a small breakfast. This will probably make me feel somewhat full. But then this is all I'm going to eat because then in a few hours it'll be time for me to eat my lunch. Okay, so it's 1:05. I am going to have my lunch, which is this bell pepper that is stuffed with pinto beans and steak and onions. And then I have this sauce on the side. This is a romesco sauce, which is roasted red peppers and I can't remember everything that's in there. But this is one of my Sunbasket meals. So for lunch and dinner today, I am eating meals that I cooked from my meal delivery service called Sunbasket. Once every other month or so, I will treat myself to a basket delivery. I think I'll be doing a video on it, so look out for that if you're interested. So with my lunch, I take my probiotic. This is my current favorite one. And my multivitamin. So I'm almost 2 years out from surgery. My bariatric clinic, and I had the VSG. So my bariatric clinic recommends that if you had the VSG, you take bariatric vitamins for your first year, and then after that you can take whatever multivitamin that you want. I occasionally switch multivitamins. I've been trying to find an organic multivitamin that I like. But I keep switching, but I keep not liking them as much as I like this one. I like the ingredients that are in this one. I like that I only have to take 1 tablet a day. I recently found an organic vitamin that I really liked, but then it turned out you had to take 4 a day, which I'm not going to do. So anyway, I'm going to be taking these with this, and I'll get back to you later when I either have a snack or have my dinner. Okay, so it's 4:26. I'm about to eat dinner. I've actually been starving for over an hour, but I've been trying to wait. Normally, I would have eaten a snack so that I could eat my dinner later, but I'm going to the movies tonight. So this is my dinner. So this is also from the Sunbasket. So this is half of a sausage with some artichoke romanesco sauce on top, and then this that it's sitting in is cauliflower with bell peppers and onions and kale and some mushrooms. So I'm going to eat this as my dinner, and tonight I do plan on, we're going to one of those theaters that serve food and alcohol while you're watching the movies. So I will be having some popcorn tonight and probably a glass of wine. So I was trying to make sure that I didn't eat any snacks today because my snack will be tonight. Okay, so these are my final stats on my FitnessPal. So my carbs are a little bit higher than they normally are. I do net carbs and I shoot for 50 net carbs. And this is a little bit higher than 50 net carbs when you subtract the fiber, but that was because I went to the movies, so I logged here. I had popcorn, I had a glass of red wine, and then my friend had ordered a pizza that had really thin crust, and I had like the really small sliver of that, and so then I tried to guess what that was going to be. And so yeah, so my carbs are just a little bit higher than normal, but and my calories are slightly higher than what they normally are, but I'm really not worried about that. So I mean, all in all, this is an okay day. You know, this is a day that I've gone out with friends and I've had fun, and my stats still look really good. Okay, so it's 9:57. Today is my day off. I've been up a little while just sipping on some water, but now I am about to have my coffee and my vitamins, and then I'm going to get started with my day. So usually on my days off, I'm running errands, I'm cleaning, I'm meal prepping, and I eat whatever. I just grab whatever's in my refrigerator or my freezer, or sometimes I might eat something out. So we'll see. I'm not sure what I'll be eating today. Okay, so it's only 10:34, but I need to get out the door. So this is that same cup of coffee. I just poured it into this travel cup, and then I'm not hungry yet, but I grabbed these two blondies that I'm going to eat later on this morning when I get hungry. Okay, so I just got home. I'm starving, so I'm just gonna have, this is just a kielbasa sausage, a pickle, and I'm gonna dip it in the ketchup as I eat it. So this is going to be my lunch. Okay, so it's 5:09. I'm about to have my dinner. I just finished some meal prep, and this is the bowl that I'm going to have. So I just used, let's see, this organic butternut squash with organic cheddar cheese. So I just used this to make this meal prep. So this is butternut squash and cheese and ground beef and onions. If this video is not too long, I'll attach it to this video, but if this is too long, then I'll do a separate meal prep video for that. But yeah, look at this. I made a lot of servings, so some of these I'll be putting in the freezer. Okay, so these were my stats for the day. The one thing I forgot to film were my almonds, so I had some of the Trader Joe's dry roasted almonds. It comes in a little package. They're 210 calories, which is kind of high, but that actually helped out my calorie amount for today because I only ended up with 1,186 calories. 30 carbs, but I do net carbs, so I had 7 fibers, so only 23 net carbs. And my protein is kind of low at 50, but I don't worry too much about my protein because I have days where it's 90 or 100. I mean, I think overall it evens out, and I get my labs done just to make sure that I'm not lacking in protein. But in general, I think that's pretty good. Is this a typical day? I usually do have maybe slightly more calories, and I usually have slightly more protein and maybe a few more carbs, but you know, I never know on my day off exactly what it is that I'm going to eat. Thanks for watching.